I think I know my process, but I also don't totally understand it, and I like it that way. I kind of like the mystery of where sounds and melodies suggest themselves.
I'd like to tell you, this is the story of how, if you had asked me 6 months.
I start with just reading the script as often as I can, and then what kind of images that inspired for me. For me, that was the idea of space and simplicity and isolation. So I just started experimenting with chords that have, missing notes, so they're not complete, or intervals that are chords that are really spaced out by interval, so that the notes aren't tight together and they're not clustered, but they're really spread out across octaves, which is why we have the chimes and other things which are super high, and then some notes that are super low, so that the chord is there, but it's more suggested than a traditional, three-part harmony. Script has a number of songs that are specified by the playwright that occur in the tiki bar. And I don't know that she intended this, but there are moments where they all exploit this major seventh distance, which is the furthest distance you can get before hitting the octave. And it's a lot of tension, but also it just wants to resolve, it just wants to find a home. So I sort of riffed on that a little bit. My composing is never about what do I feel. I like the challenge of a story and problem solving and what's trying to be said, what are the characters going through. It's a powerful story, but it builds up very slowly and under the surface, and you're not even aware of it at the time. So also I wanted to figure out, how do I represent that musically? So, how do we start out just with ultra simplicity and then eventually get thicker and richer, and then end with something that's truly sort of satisfying musically. It ends just one half step higher. I mean, the audience's ear isn't going to track that, or they shouldn't, I hope. But for me, it's satisfying because it means he's made one tiny step towards more happiness, more acceptance in his life. So those are the things that keep me energized, and I can track that, and that for me opens up a lot of doors.